So come on in, sound check done, let's begin. Breaking news, the guess is you. Streaming live for you to view. Open House the podcast. Open House the podcast. Oh.
Good afternoon. It's Thursday, everybody. I am Johnny Awesome, and with me, as always, my co-host. She is something, summer, something. Everybody, here we are. We are live. Oh, it's going to be a fun one today. Yeah.
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome. Are you having a hard time hearing?
I am.
There we go. I'm going to turn me up. You are right here. There you go. This
Oh,
is
yeah,
better?
that's way
A lot
better.
All right.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome, everybody. It's going to be an interesting show today. I'm just going to continue my conversation with you. It probably would not surprise you to know that it's not the first time that I've been kicked out of an area with the podcast. So
Yeah, I hope we don't get kicked out
this will
today.
be your first time. No, it won't. That won't happen. I doubt it. But this is something right here. Man, alive, right? Almost. And
Your microphone
Getting it?
is not looking
hold on.
good.
We're good. All right. Good stuff. There.
Okay,
There.
all right.
Good stuff. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. It's going to be today's going to be a very, very interesting show.
Yeah.
I will tell you that I don't know why I just felt. You ever just had a moment when you were talking and all of a sudden you're like, I sound like somebody else.
Who do you think you sound like?
Like I feel like I just went into Christopher Walken's. I was like, today's show is
Well.
gonna be great.
I love that.
Is it good?
Yeah,
Is that
it sounded good.
Yeah. Can you do impressions?
No.
Not at all.
No.
You know, there's not a lot of women impressionists.
I think my voice is too, it's so soft, I feel like.
I can turn
That
it
when
up.
I try to.
When you try, like what would you
Yeah.
try? Who do you think you could try to sound
No
like?
one. I'm not doing that.
There's a person.
Who? No, there's not.
It's hard because like it is hard. Like I'm thinking,
Maybe accents. Are you good at accents?
yeah, we've done like yeah, I'm good at accents that aren't accents. Like I'm good at mixing like, you know, Irish with Australian or whatever that was.
Okay.
Yeah, or
So you're not good at accents.
Red the Bull. Which is what we'll be talking about today. It's funny, good segue. In fact, let's get right into it because I'm exhausted. So I posted this picture up on social media the other day, and there is a gas station around the corner from my house that has a whole section of. Now I don't know.
So it's Red Bull.
It is Red Bull.
So it's
Yes.
a little can of Red Bull. It's written in. Is this Chinese?
So I'm assuming here. Look, guys. I don't know. This is it right here. Is that? Oh yeah, good job, camera.
Yeah,
Look at
that was good.
There's one more fun thing about this, by the way. That Summer, I don't know if you know this, but if you do this, you see that? You got to do the 2 clap. So everything that, now you undid it.
Oh.
You do it again, right?
Mm-hmm.
So AI, for people that are watching live, they have no idea what's happening. But for AI right now, everything that we are currently saying is in Chinese until we double clap again, and now it's back in English. So yeah, you gotta. So now I don't know how they're gonna do the laugh, but I'll undo it because this is gonna be an editing nightmare. So at any point in time, if you want to say something in Chinese, just clap twice, and the AI video will make that whole segment in Chinese.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is funny because we could then talk about this in Chinese, but in American, and then reverse it back.
Okay.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
this is Chinese, so the owner of this building is here. And he was up front excited for us to be here today, and he said he thinks this is Japanese.
Oh, okay. Actually, that kind of. I'm just I just don't know. I have literally no idea. But what I want to know is how much caffeine is in this thing.
250, everybody.
Is it 250
No,
milligrams?
there's the only number I can read is the 250 right there.
Okay.
So I say that I'm exhausted. There's also a 230 on the back.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's not confusing.
No. But whatever that is, 3%.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I don't know.
Should we try to look? Should I look
hang
at my
on.
phone?
Here's a number in red. No, don't look any of this up.
Okay.
In red on the back of this can, like in a warning, Do you read this? It says 42 million.
Oh, no.
42 million. I'm wondering if that's the caffeine
There's
content.
a phone number on the back as well.
I don't think that's an actual. I don't know if that's a phone number because in wherever this was produced, oh, it is, and they're open from 9 to 18.
It's and then there's a website www.redbull-china.com.
Oh, there you go. We just answered the question.
It's China.
There it is.
It's Chinese.
So should we drink these or well here I got another.
Yeah, I say
hang on,
let's give it a go. It says Red Bull vitamin flavor drink.
Yeah, that's the other thing that's weird.
So it must have vitamins.
Okay.
That must be the 3%.
No, it's vitamin flavored.
What is a vitamin flavor?
Okay, so
mean?
all right. Here's what we're gonna do. And
Okay.
then I got a whole show based around this. Let's do this. Let's open it. I want to see what you think this tastes like before we mess with our flavor profile. Okay.
Mhm.
Because I love this stuff. Now
like
I think I sent you a text about this, or did we talk? Were we on the phone?
Hey, you sent me a text, and I don't know.
I was like,
you were telling me about it.
first off, this stuff is amazing. I would drink one of these over our Red Bulls any day, but it's not caffeinated. This is like a juice.
Oh, so there's no caffeine in
There's
it?
no bubblies.
Well, you mean carbonation? There's no
Carbonate.
carbonation.
Yeah. Carbonated.
I was
it's
gonna
not
say there's
carbonated.
no caffeine in
Yeah.
it.
So
What are we doing?
So check this out. So go ahead and give that an open,
Okay, so I
Summer.
just open it.
Yeah, so it doesn't open. Now you got to. Oh, you gonna be able to open this?
I should be.
So that's not how you open it. All right, there you go. Yeah, but it's not right. Remember, it's Chinese.
I don't know how Chinese do it.
Yeah. That's how you do it. Isn't that crazy? It's a pull tab.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cute. Okay.
All right. So give that a sipple. I've already
It
had.
smells like regular Red Bull.
It does smell like regular Red Bull. I didn't smell it. Yeah, that's funny. I didn't bother smelling it. I just
Yeah.
tasted it. It's so good. Isn't that delicious?
I don't know.
You don't know if you like it or not. Did you eat something before this?
No, I brushed my teeth. I had a protein shake.
Oh, maybe that was it. This, you don't think, okay, well here. Because to me, they took the carbonation out and it's like if Red Bull was a juice. Like it tastes like Red Bull juice. Like they juiced a bowl and, well,
I don't know if I like it.
Really?
I think I don't.
It's interesting, isn't
But
it?
you know what? I really don't like the taste of Red Bull anyway. I wonder how much sugar's in this dang thing.
Not, well, but it's Chinese, so even if it is sugar, we're drinking Chinese sugar.
So it's not the same.
So it's not processed and all that other, because you know they're really strict with their laws and their rules.
I didn't know that. They're really strict with their laws.
I'm pretty
and
sure. Yeah,
rules.
right? Isn't that a thing?
I don't know.
It's just America where because you don't listen. The Chinese people drink this every day. You don't see a lot of fat Chinese people.
They're skinny,
yeah,
I think.
yeah. So obviously it's not it, right?
Yeah.
Right. I'm sure, right?
Yeah. I just whatever.
Red Bull.
Screw it. It's
Still drink the whole thing because when the amount of energy you'll have at the end of this is, I'm telling you, it trumps it. But here, I got something else.
okay.
And you don't know about this. I never thought I'd end up on one of these shows, but this is one of those shows. Hang on.
Okay.
Ready?
I wonder what one of those shows means.
You know, where all of a sudden, for some odd reason, they're doing food testing.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
just happened
No,
to
it's
be at this
fun.
place,
That's
and I'm
fun.
like, all right. And then I found a way to tie a whole bow on this, right? 'Cause
Okay.
now we'll make it. Here we go. Hang on. You ready?
Okay.
All right.
So.
Cheetos. I have no idea what this is.
Oh my God.
That is what that looks like.
What's the flavor?
The flavor seems to be steak and cheese.
Okay.
I'm only guessing because there's a picture on the back of this thing, right here.
So can I tell you, I'm a bit familiar with
Are you? Do you know this?
not those, but there's like there's someone that I know,
Yeah.
and he goes to this BP
Okay.
and he gets these bags of I think they're Chinese or Japanese
Yeah.
chips.
Yeah.
And so the flavors of these chips are absolutely insane.
Yeah.
So there's like oyster flavor.
That's gross.
There was like a Parmesan oyster or something.
Yeah, who'd
and
do
there's
that?
like and then there's like duck beak flavor.
Oh yeah, you
there
gotta
was
love
like-
that. Yeah.
There was just the craziest flavors. So I wonder though if this is more of a thing. I've never seen them at the store, or maybe I walk right past them,
Well,
but I think maybe this.
No,
I've never tried the Cheeto.
Well, this is a. Oh, you mean you've actually gone to a store?
So literally, this person that I'm telling you about, he gets these chips and he brings them in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he says, "Look at the flavor of the day."
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, some of this stuff you think that.
And so I don't like trying those dang chips.
Oh well, guess what? I bought First off, I mean, I get it. You got to be a crackhead to try some of that stuff.
It's okay.
But
We'll try it. Yeah.
These
Steak
are regular
and cheese sounds
Cheetos.
good.
Steak
Yeah.
and cheese.
That's what you said.
No.
Steak and cheese.
Oh, steak. I thought you said stinking cheese.
Steak and cheese.
Smelly cheese. Yeah, no, this is literally, I have no idea what that says, but that's a picture of a steak
Yeah.
on a Cheeto.
It looks good.
You go ahead, open those up.
Okay.
Tell me what you think. I have to pull up my my notes here of how I'm going to tie this together.
Okay.
That's the one thing that I noticed right there is don't throw those all over the place. We're the last thing I want to hear is.
Oh, I can't get it.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Oh, I got it.
Yeah. It's super crazy. What does it smell like? I don't know why.
I don't like the smell.
It's funny. I never bothered smelling this stuff, and that's the first thing
I
you do.
usually smell something.
The first thing that I noticed is this doesn't look like a Cheeto at all. Did you look at this?
No, they look. They look not good. They do not look appetizing at all.
Well,
look at that Cheeto.
That is a Cheeto. I am interested. I am gonna take a big one here.
I'm gonna take a little bite.
Yeah, you do. Look, I'm gonna take this one. Why did their
Okay, cheers.
Why did their Cheetos look like they got cancer? It's weird, isn't it? Like this Cheeto looks like a saxophone.
Mine looks like.
Yeah, just eat it. They all know.
Let's see. Are you ready? Eat it with me. Okay.
You know what it tastes like?
Tastes good.
You
But
like it?
It doesn't have
Flavoring.
any flavoring.
I think
It tastes like
it just
air,
tastes.
fluffy air, crunchy.
It tastes like fluffy crunchy air.
It's good though, I guess.
Man, can we find a manufacturer for our show? We could sell snacks. And we could sell fluffy crunchy airs. What's that one drink you had one time? It was strawberry drink. Strawberry liquid drink.
It was it was called strawberry.
You're gonna kill me if I don't tell you that you have Cheetos all over your face when this comes out. I'll edit that out.
Okay.
All right.
right.
I'm gonna try one more.
I'm
of
gonna
these.
finish my Cheetos.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
Well, there. Now you got something to snack on for the rest of the show. But wait,
Okay.
there's more. There's also.
Maybe wash it down with my yummy Red Bull.
Doritos.
Oh, nice. Okay, I can get down with some Doritos.
You can get down with some Doritos? Yeah. Okay. So these ones I have no idea either. What I like is
it says hot spicy flavor.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Look at the what's really funny is this is an American company, Frito-Lay, but they don't sell them here. They sell them there.
Dorito.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Oh, open that. Give that one an open, and let's see what you got.
That one was easier, actually.
After you knew how much strength you need to do.
I know. Okay.
So these are weird. They're super tiny. Don't those look small to you?
Cheers.
All right. I got spicy Dorito. wait, hang on. Spicy Dorito in my Red Bull. I want to know how AI does if I'm doing the accent. Like, what is AI going to do with my voice when I'm like, spicy Dorito in the Red Bull? I like how you. All right.
Okay, ready, go.
Yeah.
I don't like that. It's so bad. I don't even want to finish my Dorito.
I feel like one of those kids that cries when they first try cinnamon gum.
It's so bad.
Oh.
No, it tastes like it's not spicy at all. Not hot.
Oh man.
I don't know what it tastes. It just tastes
Oh,
bad.
it gets worse. Oh, it gets worse.
It lingers. You got to wash it down with your Red Bull.
That is so bad.
I know.
Oh man.
I need a Cheeto.
that is literally the worst thing I've ever put in my mouth. Oh man. Well,
Okay.
oh.
Thank God we're not one of those shows.
Oh yeah, let's never do this again. That was horrible.
Bad idea.
This, however, is great.
It is good. Actually, it's
Are
growing
you
on me a
about
bit.
to eat
No.
No. You know what that is? That is still in my mouth.
Yeah, not good. You want some Cheeto? Okay.
No more. Oh man, they do not.
That's crazy, though.
I don't know what that.
It's
you know
crazy.
what that tastes like?
What?
It tastes like.
I can't explain it.
Yeah, I can't either. But I can tell you this: if
It's not good. It's still in my teeth. Ugh.
It is. It's like
in my teeth.
It's getting stuck into your face. It's in my throat.
Yeah, it's in my stomach.
It's like I got pepper sprayed by cheap pepper spray in my throat.
Bad.
That is
maybe it's just because we have such high expectations of.
There we go. Yeah, that was Frito-Lay's. That was just Windows is trying to restart right in the middle of the show.
I see that.
No Windows. Yeah. Oh my gosh, do you hear that?
Uh-huh.
Listen, chill, Windows.
I wonder if you guys can hear that.
I doubt it. Okay, anyway. Unbelievable. Yeah. Gotta love Windows. There we go. Got it. So yeah, you know what that here's what I could say that tasted like.
Huh.
Like, have you ever I don't know, it tastes like cat litter to me.
Okay.
Can you taste that?
Yeah, it was just so bad.
It tastes like cat litter.
It does. It kind of tastes like how cat litter looks, if that makes sense.
Does.
Like, if that makes sense. Because I've never tasted cat litter. Don't get me wrong.
No, yeah, no, me either. Weird. I haven't. What are you doing? If anybody has, it's been you, and you're sus right now. If anybody's done it, it was you, because you had that
look. You are
look.
way more sus than me.
Oh no.
Okay.
No, wait. Okay. Did you have a cat as a kid?
No.
Yeah, it's exactly what somebody that had one would say if they didn't want people to know.
Yeah, I bet you are a cat person.
I have cats. Yeah, I'll admit it because I've never had cat litter. I would admit it. Yeah, only the person trying to get out of this conversation be like, never had one ever. Never have I ever had a kitty.
Yeah, okay. The
Mr.
one
Binkies.
over-explaining.
Right? What? I'm not over. Yeah, I know about Mr. Binkies. Got ran over on I-75.
But it does make sense because my mom has cats now, and
it makes sense.
I've seen the freaking cat litter, and that's what that tastes like.
I don't think you helped your cause.
I don't think you helped your cause either.
What? I did. My cause was to get people to wonder if you've eaten cat litter, and then you're just like, it does taste like it. Yeah.
It does.
Yep.
I'll just let people.
There it is. Well, you can do your own thing.
Let people think. Yeah.
So this is
whatever.
Interesting. So this got me thinking, only because, like I said, this is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I know you don't like it, but I challenge you to drink it, and then by the end of the day, you're gonna be like, wait, hang on. I want to see how it translates that. Oh man. For anybody that's watching this live, they're going to have no idea what's happening if they didn't catch the beginning of the show and the AI changing our voices.
Yeah.
For the actual podcast. I wanted to look up a couple of different things. Hang on. About think about what it was like. It's two realtors. I was looking at when you look at different countries and how they do things. Like how they can make things or how they add certain ingredients in some places, but in others they don't. I was like, what does real estate look like? And what does business look like in other countries? I think about
that sometimes
Have
too.
You?
Yeah. I know in Mexico you don't need a license to sell real estate, which is crazy. Yeah.
There's other places that you don't need a license either. You just sell it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, what about there's this, hang on, I got this in Mongolia. This is really interesting. There's areas in Mongolia where property deals include livestock, and they actually seal the deal with traditional rituals, which is very interesting Because if you think about it, like even like back in the day, how did they record title? Like, did you just say, "This land is my land"?
Yeah, I think that's how it went.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody was just like the best will win or whatever. Who you really think people had documents of ownership?
Well, somebody had to be able to prove, right?
Well,
Let's see.
I don't know. You're going down like a rabbit hole that I've thought about it as well though, like what real estate is like in different countries even today, but I've never thought about what it was like way back in the day.
Yeah, like was there realtors? Like go back to like BC times. Like, you know, like we know that there was somebody, like even going back to Jesus's time, they're like, sorry, there's no homes for sale here.
Yeah.
And the ones that are for sale, like it's highest and best, and they're like, we don't got nothing right now. We only got this donkey and it's gotta get, merry around. So
I mean, I would just assume that like communities were so much more like tight knit that people just knew
yeah,
where each other lived, especially if they were if they had a home. I'd assume that they had money.
This is interesting. If you would just assume, like, if it wasn't.
Well, I don't know.
It's interesting. I was driving through. It's even interesting in America in some places where you go and you're like, how do they real estate there? Like we know in Michigan's different than some other places. Some places you have to have an attorney review everything. You have to have some states everybody has to be a broker in order to sell real estate, right? I was going through Kentucky one time. I was heading down to a funeral down there, and I will never forget this person built their house on the side of the highway where cars go. I mean, and how they just had a house there and who let them build it there. But I mean, we were in like rural Kentucky.
Was it like a big house or just
no, it was a shack. We'd call it probably a shack. But I mean, you could see tire prints. Like if somebody wasn't paying attention close at night, your mirror would literally, you came so close, your mirror could hit the side of this house.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
And no home inspectors have been there, right?
Yeah.
But, and you think, man, not only like how did this person
how dangerous
do
is
this?
that?
I saw
not only will a mirror sideswipe, but if it's late at night, you're sleeping.
There's
a drunk driver, like your whole house gets taken out.
In this part of Kentucky, all the drivers are drunk.
It checks out.
It's not a very popular
country
area.
Yeah, super country.
It was like on the side of this hill. The highway went through it. There was like dirt, and I mean I wish I should have taken a picture of it. It was the craziest thing that I ever saw. Almost the craziest thing I ever saw. I saw a house one time that was owned by cows and horses. This is wild. It was, I don't know where they came from, but you didn't see any other house around. We were driving down, and all of a sudden on the right-hand side, I mean, there's hills forever, right? And on the right-hand side, here is this house, like a two-story home. And the doors are kicked in, and everything's open and loose, and the windows, there's nothing in the windows. There's like a cow's head just hanging out the window.
That's cute.
It was cute, but like who's taking, and they were on a huge field, so they had to have been just wild. But there was horses just walking around inside the house, and like it was the whole house.
I feel like I've seen videos online. Have you ever seen that where they let like their big farm animals in their house?
I see the dude that feeds his cow at the table.
Oh my God, me too. That guy is funny. It's like, what is even going on here?
But I don't think that's what this was. I think that this was an abandoned house.
I mean, it makes sense. The animals just were like...
the animals were like, what's in there?
Oh my God, it's probably a disaster inside that house.
Could you imagine? Imagine that home inspection.
Oh God.
What would you do if somebody wanted to see a house?
I mean, sure, let's go. I'm not going inside.
Is that what you'd say?
I'm
You'd
not
limit
going
it?
Yeah.
Back in the day...
I mean... Maybe I'd put on some boots.
No way.
Maybe I'd put on
No way.
Yeah.
The smell. How would you get around that?
I'd have to put on a mask.
That doesn't help with smell.
Uh-huh.
No, just COVID.
Those big suits.
Oh, yeah, the big suit.
Just COVID.
Yeah.
Well, at least
Remember we all
I'll
wore
put on my
masks and it
COVID
went
mask.
away? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put on my COVID mask and then my breathing tube mask.
Yeah. I actually know a trick about that, by the way.
What?
So I learned this trick back in the day because you're lucky as a newer realtor. you didn't have to ever deal with HUD homes. Did anybody ever tell you about HUD homes and the keys?
I've heard about it, yeah, but no, I've never had to deal with
Yeah,
them.
so here in Michigan, we used to have this like key ring of like 24 keys. And all the homes in Michigan would unlock if they were a HUD home with one of these 24 keys. So you'd literally be sitting there at the door with your guy, and you'd be
Really?
trying each and individual key to try to
So-
figure out which key unlocked the door.
The lock's going to be changed?
They had 24 locks, and they duplicated those locks for every HUD home in Michigan. And at
Okay.
the time when I got started, it was like every home. The only
Yeah.
homes that were for sale were HUD homes. And some of these homes, you'd walk into them. And I'll never forget the first time I decided I was never going to walk into a HUD home again.
Yeah.
The home, when I walked into it, there was two things. There was two times. One, I walked into a home that there was a squatter in, and the squatter did not take very good care of it. And you got to remember, in HUD homes, a lot of times the electricity is shut off, the water is shut off. So if you're living in there for an extended period of time
It's a mess. I can imagine.
and the water is shut off,
Yeah.
you're not flushing.
No,
Yeah.
you're not doing much.
No, you're doing a lot, but you're not flushing.
Yeah, but there's not much cleaning going on, is what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say.
In fact, those HUD homes used to look like those Doritos tasted. Okay.
I believe it.
So we got in there, and I remember going back to my office and talking about it, and somebody taught me a trick from like the CIA or I don't know, somebody taught me a trick, and I did this, and it works. If you ever get into a really stinky house like that, and it was bad, okay?
Mhm.
If you ever get into that situation, here's a pro tip: you take Vicks with you.
Okay.
Do you know this trick?
No.
No. Okay.
I've been in some stinky houses though.
So here's what you do. Here's how I do it.
Mm-hmm.
You take Vicks. I use Kleenex, but you take Vicks and menthol cigarettes. You cut the butts off of the cigarettes. This is insane that I had to learn this. You cut the butts off of the cigarettes, and then you put Vicks on the inside of your nose, and then you stick the two
I would
filters up your
never
nose.
do that.
Okay. All right.
That sounds crazy.
Tune in next week.
You're gonna,
Where
you're
we-
gonna end up snorting tobacco straight to your brain.
No. It's not the tobacco part. You're using the filter part.
Oh yeah, where there's fiberglass and shit.
In the there it is. You're really in. There's what do you
Oopsie
mean? Well,
daisies.
but you're smoking it. It's a filter. It's a cotton filter that's in there. It's not the
You know there's fiberglass in those filters.
It's listen. It's not going to hurt you. I use Kleenex. I will just go from there. I use Kleenex.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
It does almost the exact same thing, but you don't have the filter. So I use Kleenex. I will still do this. I just taught my kids this the other day. When they're cleaning out their Dorito box, right, for the cat, they are when they clean the Dorito box. Anyway, when they clean out the Dorito box for the cat, I taught my son this because the cat was stinky the other day. And so I said, well, here's a way that you can get around that, right? And that's how I learned it at this house.
Because the cat was stinky.
Yes, the cat's box was stinky.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
Yes.
Okay.
So we go into this house, and I've never seen a house like this before. So again, HUD homes, they were distraught homes that weren't really nobody really they upkept them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you had some of these homes at the time, they'd be sitting out vacant for like 3 or 4 years without anybody looking at them, all locked up. And somebody would steal the hot water tank or something like that, which means water would just pour into the house nonstop. So you can imagine the mold.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you what is crazy, because sometimes the mold was so bad in these homes that it was actually eating up the sides of the walls.
I would not want to go. See, that's one of those houses I'd have to get my hazard suit on.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
So
I'll show it. I would show it. I would go in there. Even the farmhouse with the poop and
I couldn't do it.
big animals. Horses scare me too.
Why do horses scare you?
They're just big and scary.
Why are you scared of elephants?
I've never been in front of an elephant, but probably he
We're
could
gonna get you in
step
front of
on
it. What are
ya.
you doing today?
Yeah, you know.
I
the
don't know.
huge.
The usual. You don't. Do we have time to get down to the zoo and back? Are you looking it up right now? Like, let's get you to an elephant. And let's
No,
see.
I've probably seen No, they're kind of just scary. But anyway,
Elephants are, yeah.
that's besides the point.
No, I want to know
I'd
what
put
else.
on my hazard suit and I would go in
Would-
there and sell the dang thing.
Well, you would sell it?
Yeah.
See, the problem is, okay. So I'm showing it's literally the last HUD house I ever bothered walking into, and I knew I shouldn't have walked in there. I had a bad mold issue in the first place. It causes me to wheeze and have all sorts of issues.
Absolutely.
And this house, you could smell the mold
Yeah.
from inside this house just standing outside it.
I believe that.
As soon as I opened that door, it was like getting punched in the face by just scent. It was so overwhelming. The house hadn't been unlocked in forever.
Mm-hmm.
I had these clients that were super interested in it. That's the other thing. All these garbage homes that everybody's super interested in, none of them ever bought them, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I probably shouldn't go in there. Like, it'll be all right. Let's, we just want to take a quick peek. And this is the house where the mold was so bad from the basement, it was eating up the walls. Like their walls were just deteriorating. The mold was eating it, right? And it was black mold. It was the worst smell ever. I walked in there. I got so sick. And that was the last time I said, from now on, if it's a HUD home, I let them know up front, hey, you're going to need to go in there. That's
like go on in.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we have.
Oh yeah, we've frozen.
We have frozen. Hang on, I'm unfreezing us. It is, it is because of the Oh man, and you're funny. I see your comment on there. You know what? I can actually do that live. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but thank you for your quick thinking. How did you I can unpin that. Cool. So anywho,
Welcome back.
we're back. What Summer didn't want
Do you
to
want
tell
me
you.
to fix the camera?
Nah,
Is it good?
we're good.
Okay.
I like that. I like that shot. Actually, is pretty good. It looks a little bit different. That'll take 30 seconds to catch up. There you go.
Oh, perfect.
So anyway, it's very interesting, not only how we did real estate here, but how they used to do real estate back in the past. Let me ask you a question. If there was one thing that you could do. Hang on. Wow.
What, you got hair?
Did you see
Is it
that?
my hair?
No.
I see it. It's still there.
Is
Do
it
you want
there?
me to
You
get
want?
it?
Yeah, here we go. This will make, for those of you that are listening there, did you get it? Good.
I got it.
So, what would one thing be if you could change how real estate happened here?
Yeah.
What would you change? What would you do different? Like if I did something very unsmart. Did you see what I did? Why did I do?
What did you do?
Summer gets a kick out of me when whenever I look, when something sad happens, Summer likes laughing at it.
I don't.
He's like, ha! It's like we were walking down the street together and we had ice cream and I went to go lick it and it fell on the ground and I put a sad face on. You would die laughing at me.
I would. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know you
Okay.
would. So
What would I change?
I put my bottle cap in here. And I still have juice in here.
Put it in
So I went
there.
to go drink it.
Why?
And I don't know, but I don't know why I did that.
You just. Do you want my juice?
No. You should finish it because it's delicious.
I think it's catching up to me.
Yeah, it does catch up. It hits you all of a sudden.
It's getting me.
It's like a kung fu kick. All of a sudden, you're like, wait a minute. I'm ready to go all of a sudden.
I think I've
hang
thought
on.
about this.
All right, go for it.
Oh. I think I've thought about this question. I think you've asked me this question before.
Have I
actually.
really? Have we done Chinese
Yeah,
Day
and
before?
well, not Chinese Day, but
Yeah.
we had a day, and my answer was that I would change how agents interact with one another.
Yeah. Okay. I get it. That makes sense. Yeah, keep going. You're good. Yeah.
Yeah, probably change that, and it should most likely, basically, it should maybe go a bit smoother with people being very diligent doing their work, and that would
Instead of dumping it on everybody else.
yeah, if that makes sense.
You know what'd be neat? What if we actually, so way back in the day, there was it's caught up to me. There was.
I know. I don't know if this is a good idea.
This
All of
stuff
a
is
sudden,
awesome.
I can't
It's
stop
crazy.
smiling.
It's happy juice.
I'm getting warm in here.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's a
Well,
good
it is
time.
warm in here, but yes, this stuff, if you have the option to buy it, it is weird. It is a weird sensation.
I drink a lot of it too.
It's so good.
It's like this full.
Yeah, that's how much is left in mine, but now I have this cap in there.
Why would you just put the cap in there though? That like that.
I don't know.
I don't get
know.
it.
I'm out of control from the Red Bull.
He's out of control.
I would, back in the day, we had a CRM. Stuff's crazy.
I know we should sell this stuff at this point. Shoot, like it works.
How much do you think this costs?
Oh, I don't know. Well, regular ones are like 2 for $5.
Yeah, take a wild guess. So a regular
Huh.
one is.
Are these cheap?
Are these cheap?
$1.
No.
Are these $5
Yes.
a piece?
Yes.
I believe it.
Yep. So are the chips. I feel
Really,
like they don't.
$5.
I feel like they don't know how to price
that. For that.
for that hot mess.
Where's the
That's what it should be called.
for that?
I feel like it should be called. I feel like it should be called hot mess.
I don't know.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy?
It's a little crazy.
It's weird. There is, by the way, I just want to. This is just Chinese Red Bull. There's no alcohol in this,
I hope not.
right?
Am I drunk? Is that what's going on?
On Red Bull, This is,
No.
you know what the problem is? I'll tell you what it is.
Uh-huh.
This is a vitamin drink, and maybe it's we just don't get vitamins enough, and that's
what-
the whole issue.
My brain just went to the same place, and I'm thinking the vitamins.
Like it's the vitamins.
Yeah, I mean, it gives you like other nutrients, so you probably feel not just the caffeine. You probably feel like the
There's 13.5 somethings.
There's it seems like there's actually a lot.
I'm thinking
in here.
that's all the vitamins and nutrients.
Here, let me show the back of the can.
You know what's fun? Actually, does your phone have the translator option like on Google phones, where you can you gotta put a hand, there you go, good, yep, they nailed it.
No.
Does your phone have the ability to translate live video like my phone does?
Yeah, I have a translate.
Do that. Tell me what the back of this says. I don't know why we didn't think about this. And then tell me this warning part here. Like, what does this say and why is it all in red? That's what I want to know.
Okay, I'm snapping a pic.
Oh, you can't do it in live?
Okay. Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah, what does it say?
Okay, so
Do
from
not consume?
English. 1 second, guys. So it looks like I need to tell it that it's Chinese.
Okay, yeah.
It's
Not as smart as
Chinese
Google.
to English.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got it.
Okay.
Okay, so oh wow. Okay, so ingredients:
world.
water, white sugar, blah 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 blah. So there's niacinamide, vitamin
What is that?
B6.
Is this label part right here? that
So
you're
like
reading?
niacin, niacin's the 1.70 milligram. Okay, got that. There's taurine.
Yeah, it's in every Red Bull.
Okay, and
Yeah.
then there's okay, carbs, 13 grams of carbs. Why? And then
Because it's juice. Right?
nutrient. Okay, yeah. I honestly, this didn't.
Do nothing?
It's not very helpful, but it also has vitamin BI. It has D-L-malic acid, citric acid, sodium citrate.
So it's got some stuff in it.
Yeah. Lemon yellow, sunset yellow, edible essence, including guarana extract,
Yeah.
nutritional composition table. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What does the warning say?
Okay, so it says pregnant women, lactating, blah blah blah. People, children under 14, not allowed.
This will cause pregnant women to lactate by drinking Red Bull.
Yeah, drink it better after refrigeration.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's this red part right here is all about breastfeeding women shouldn't have this.
This is kind of cool because I never
You never used this before?
I've never used this app. Okay, so it says at the anyone who buys a 5 okay.
Wait, what? A 5 year supply?
in the area, scan the QR code to participate in the lottery, and there will be a total of 42 million cash red envelopes. The
Wait, what?
comprehensive-
What is this?
That's what it says.
Dude, you went all Hunger Games on us all of a sudden. Like you scanned this and you're entered to win?
Yeah, it says the comprehensive winning rate is about 25%.
What?
Okay. Creation of sale of gold fighting packages. I don't know. It's pretty crazy.
That is awesome. Wait, there's 25. Okay, there's
So there's a
a
lottery.
game. And there's 25 red envelopes hidden around the world that you
Oh, no,
scan it.
that's 42 million.
42 million envelopes are
Yeah.
hidden around the world?
That's kind of crazy, huh?
What is happening? Wouldn't it be like I just came up with the greatest idea ever for like a horror movie.
Yeah.
So like you get a can of Red Bull and you scan the can for the chance to win, right? And find where the envelopes are.
Yeah.
But it also enters you in and you don't read the terms of service. And now it is like a Hunger Games situation where only one person out of whoever scans it can survive and they win the prize.
Wow.
So all of a sudden, like ninjas are breaking into your
Honestly,
house.
I bet if you drink this, turn into the ninja that breaks into people's houses.
That's the concept.
That makes sense.
You go to bed. Mine's just a cap. You go to bed one night and you wake up. I'm like thin all of a sudden with like a mask on for some reason. I can't even see myself. I roll over. I've got like ninja stars stuck to the side of my face. I'm like, what are these?
No, yeah, honestly, it's cool. I don't think I'd have another one.
One time I drank Red Bull. The next day I knew karate.
If that's what I feel like.
After scanning,
I
the
literally
QR
feel
code.
like I.
You would
know
never have
karate
another one of these
right now. No.
Okay, because
It's
there's
too much caffeine, guys. Do not recommend.
How do you know that?
Maybe it's because I had coffee. This
I
morning
told you
as
not
well.
to. Remember, I told you not to do it. I told you not to have coffee. So the thing that I would change, if I were to change one thing in how real estate is done, you already know my opinion and stuff like that on like NAR and stuff.
Yeah.
Back in the day, there was top producer. Top producer was the number one. Was the number one. How did they do this? Top producer was the number one CRM at the time when I got started in real estate. Like
Okay.
they were like the follow-up boss of then, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that they did that was really interesting is they used to give you the opportunity to basically write an itemized invoice inside the system so that when you went to your client and showed them, hey, here's what I'm charging in my percentage, it would show you did this many showings, you bought these signs, you did this, and it would show like a huge total, like, $33,984. And then it would cross it all off and it would just say my commission, and that would be like, $9,000
Mm-hmm.
to show the amount of value and what we do to put into work versus what the person actually perceived. And at the time it was brilliant because there was this transition of people didn't actually know that, there was this transition when I got started where people were not yet using the internet. They were still calling the realtor. In fact, when I first got started at my real estate company, we still had the drawer that you'd open, and then there's all the listings. They'd be printed out. They're still in the drawer. But this transition was just happening where it was online. And so people were having a hard time justifying, well, if I can just go online and find my own property, why would I ever need to use a realtor?
Mm-hmm.
And so when you'd show them the commission rate, like they would always balk at it back then, right?
Yeah.
So by giving them a sheet of paper that was itemized and said, well, I've done this, and this. And back then you had to hire a home stager. You had to call college hunks hauling junk, or, I don't know why that was one of the ones that we always called, but you had to call a trash company or got junk, right? You had to call one of these usually because houses were trash back then. You were dealing with a lot of pre-foreclosures. It was just very interesting what you had to do. And so you'd add all the stuff up, and there it is. I think that going back to something like that would be a good idea, but actually having to hold the realtors accountable to that. And then the person that puts in the more work, that's where how everything would skew. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's interesting because if you think, like, let's go back and think about the countries where they're like, hey, I like that patch of land that you have that has that apple tree on it. I have 2 goats. I'll trade you my 2 goats for that apple tree. You know what I mean? Like, as a realtor, how would you get involved in that transaction?
I'd be like, well, are you sure you want 2 goats? Maybe I could get you 3.
Or this looks like a bad investment.
Yeah.
Would you get somebody 3 goats? Let me ask you a question.
Heck yeah.
If you got paid in goats, would you take it?
What? No.
In my head, this is a real good, serious question.
I want cash, unless I don't know how much
Let me
a
ask
goat
you a different
is worth.
question. What if it was chickens?
No.
I showed a guy a house the other day.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this guy currently lives in Pontiac. He was looking at another house, and the biggest stipulation is he has to be able to have his chicken there.
Okay.
Where he's at in Pontiac right now, he is keeping his chicken in the basement.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's in Pontiac. Like, anybody that's driven through Pontiac, Michigan, you've probably driven past his house. He is not in he is in the city. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And he has a chicken in his basement.
Yeah.
Because if he puts a chicken out in his yard, people keep trying to steal his chicken.
Oh my God.
Because eggs are so expensive.
Yeah.
So he's like, I need to find a piece of property where I can put a chicken.
Where I can have my chicken.
Right, where I can have my chicken. What's
and
really
he's
funny.
not going to get stolen.
Yes.
Oh my
well, it
goodness.
would be this chicken would have to be a she if it's laying eggs for him, and it's a chicken. So yeah, she would get stolen. But to me, it was amazing that we have gotten to the point where people are like, I'll just keep my eggs. I'll just buy a chicken. It made me think. I have doves. Like, how much more complicated could it be? This guy just has a chicken in his basement.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I am just not interested in taking care of farm animals.
Well, you don't have to take care of it.
Yes,
it's a chicken.
you do.
What? You feed it a little bit.
Chicken. You got to make a coop.
You got to make a coup.
A chicken coop.
Not if it's just in your basement.
I don't think they belong in the basement, do they?
Chickens? I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, all the industrial places that chickens come from.
Yeah.
They're just...
Screw those places, man.
But do you eat eggs?
Yeah, I actually got some farm fresh eggs.
From the actual farm?
Yeah.
Where do you think those chickens are?
Not in a basement.
Oh, they're in a basement.
No.
That's where... I got news for you. I have it on great authority. That's where people keep their chickens. If they're just outside, they get stolen. Some of this is common sense. The chickens they're obviously locked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chickens.
Yeah.
We should do some reconnaissance and go out on the road and find one of these chicken
We are
farms.
not going to steal chickens.
I don't want to steal a chicken. Did I ever tell you about the time did I ever tell you about the most trouble I ever gotten as an adult? Did I ever tell you this?
I don't know.
Okay. So
I don't want to say yes or no.
I'm at the Henry Ford, whatever that village is out there at the Henry Ford. I haven't been there in forever. All done? Did you look? Oh. So I'm out there at this Henry Ford. Have a chick.
Oh God.
You know what we should do? We should.
Oh my God! I forgot. We got to talk to him.
Yeah. Turn the mics back on. Sorry, I didn't know you wanted to. But so I'm sitting there out at that farm, right? And do you know what Afro chickens are? They're the chickens with the big afros and their head kind of
fun.
does this.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm good with animals. Animals are good with me. This chicken just keeps following me around like we're buddies.
Oh.
So I'm like, cool. So I just picked it up and was petting it, right? And it didn't. I mean,
Yeah.
you're out at the Henry Ford thingy.
Why
So
not?
I'm just walking around, and we're at the farm part, but I'm walking around petting this chicken. The chicken's hanging out with me, doing its thing. And all of a sudden, this like 17-year-old Amish kid is running at me. He's like, "Sir,
Oh my God.
sir," he says, "Put the chicken down, sir." I'm like,
my God.
"Oh, I'm sorry." I'm like, the chicken was following me, so I just picked
picked
it up.
him
Like,
up,
what did
yeah.
I
Like
didn't
a
know.
pet.
I didn't know that you couldn't
Like
do
a
it.
pet
They were just out.
Yeah, I just don't think people do that usually.
Well, if they need to have signs, please don't pick up the chickens if they don't want somebody doing it.
You're right.
It's like the peacocks at the zoo. You know how they're wild peacocks at the zoo?
You pick them up.
I don't pick them up, but I've pet them before, and they're like, they're going to bite you. They've never bit me. A
you're,
peacock has
like,
never bit me.
You're one with animals. You must be.
They just know that I'm a gentle animal myself, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I believe that.
So the point is, Red Bull from China tastes...
And chickens.
Yeah, and chickens.
Yeah, it's cool. It's good. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like the taste. I don't like Red Bull the way Red Bull tastes anyway.
I'm so super surprised about that.
I do like the way I can do sugar-free Red Bull. I just like the way it tastes better.
Crispy? I think it tastes crispier.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better. And sometimes when I drink Red Bull, I'll put some soda water in it and like water it down because I don't really like it anyway. So I can say the energy levels are there.
Yeah, it does what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
All right, Stuff, we got to run out of here.
Yeah.
And when I say run, I mean I'll probably go running.
We're going to go on the run. All right, guys, so we are going to hit the lights, pull the sign, close the door. We're ending Open House, the podcast.
I got to get my chicken!
Yes. And we will see you next week. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe.
The guest is you, streaming live for you to view.